I hate this disgusting sausage queen.
This skinny bitch deserves no less than a car crash claimed end of life.
I met Megan my junior year of high school.
I met Carter when I was a freshman. He was the cousin of my sister's then boyfriend, and I was obsessed with him. He was so boss.
We were only dating 2 weeks before she gave me head. And yes, of course she swallows. Just look at her.
After a month of dating, I had no intentions of going any farther with him until it just happened. Seriously, straight up boredom and convenience. I hadn't lost it yet. He hadn't either. I was so shocked.
Sex is a union between two people's souls, or some such shit. I just knew I wasn't going to let anyone else get inside there.
It was then I knew I wanted out. I was told to hold it as sacrosanct and that no one was ever worthy enough. He sure as fuck wasn't.
The next logical step was just to find a ring. Sure, it was nothing to show her friends, her family, but when the love is there, does it really matter?
I mean, what can I say? He proposed to me. One knee, fine dining. I thought he was my Edward Cullen. It was so paralyzing, I had no choice but to go along with it.
We had just gotten our diplomas. She was going to go to college, but next summer that knot would be as good as tied.
I prayed for something to happen, straight up prayed. Anything short of an accidental death. I was too scared to be the one to break anything off.
And then college. Fuck college.
I fucking miss college.
College is just a fuck pile of orgies, and my fiancé was right there in the middle of all of it.
College at least gave me some time to breathe and try to think things through. Or at least it would have if my fiancé wasn't a skinny dick to minimum wager with no trust skills.
It was a never-ending war to wage on keeping her faithful, but summertime came and it was till death do us part.
I really miss college.
And so we moved in. I had carte blanche. I had followed her to college and we found a nice apartment next to campus. Fuckboys didn't stand a chance.
Did I say I miss college? I miss the college experience I was never allowed.
This sentient piece of shit has the gall to sit here unperturbed after the past year. Megan has done nothing but put up with his conniving, immature bullshit.
I think it was after sophomore break for Thanksgiving. It was her turn to visit family. But between the trip back, the meal, and back home, something snapped.
I'd held no hope for him, but his ignorant patience had paid off. For the first time since we married, I loved my husband.
Never marry just because the pussy is good. My uncle used to say that. Rest in peace, Gary.
We decorated the tree together that year. We played house. I fell for the whole thing.
It was supposed to be once. I simply had to let it work itself out of my system, like a flu bug. She was just some coworker. I also was wrong about it being once.
What does one do about perfidiousness? Lifetime movies have a certain way of thinking, and I don't have enough bleach to properly clean them out of my bathtub.
Shit. Meet Fan.
You must think I have brain damage to even consider taking him back. But I did. I called my mothers and sisters, my best friend, and my mother and sisters again, and I called them up 6 days later and told them to come over.
We met over a really fancy dinner at a really fancy place, and she even paid.
He told me he wanted nothing more than to see me lying beside his side once more.
And this slut lets me know that it took her a year before she even felt right living with me. That she had dreams about running away from everything.
This moron actually confessed to only marrying me because he didn't want anyone else to have sex with me.
A week later, she approaches me and asks me out to dinner. 3 months later, she begins filing for a divorce.
I still remember when the sex was great and she was an electric lay.
I remember when he did everything for me, just because he wanted to.
When the dust was starting to clear on the divorce, they had a stipulation put in that gave them a year to decide. If in a year's time they wanted to make it work, it wouldn't cost them anything to do that. But if they didn't, well, we're here to see how that works out. Let's get this over with. She and I have tickets to see a play.
I feel sorry for this fool. She and I may be getting divorced, but we still fuck like a married couple. Every 4 months or so. Well, it's official. I'm divorced now. And I'll probably be meeting my heifer of an ex-wife after her play to fuck.
This shitty moron and I are no longer legally bound, but that's not going to stop us from meeting between the sheets.
I'll probably even try for anal.
It's a goddamn travesty of the institution of marriage.
Pretty lady, shake that booty just a little. Come on, hey. Come on, come on, girl. Come on, hey. Come on, girl. I'm a blind, I'm a fool, but there's nothing I can do. 'Cause Cupid shot me, baby. So please don't drop me, lady. Love like this is just human nature. Won't you put your hand in mine? I got a question. Don't need no stress, son. The way you're teasing me is teaching me a lesson. You don't gotta do me. I'm just glad you knew me. I would tell you, whoa, whoa, baby, sexy, Lexi, you're better than my ex, be sexy, Lexi. Hey girl, lame chicks sweat me, those entry-level deadbeats. I'll love you when you let me, sexy, Lexi. Hey girl.